I know my purpose. European car came with curtains. I have a daughter, I'm buying a baby Birkin. Fuck the good and got our legs hurting. Found a wave and got them M's early. Southside nigga from the dirty. I know I keep a loaded 30 to kill the film so we don't.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy, I'm on the FGM. I already know it. Y'all can't see me. I already know. But I want to thank y'all for watching my videos, liking my videos, sharing my videos, getting me to where I am now. And I want y'all to keep doing it. Come on, the bigger we get, the better it's gonna get. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We back with another banger. I'm gonna put the little fire thing right here. We back with another banger. You know what I'm saying? What is this? Like a scary animation. So I'm gonna be reacting to like a scary animation. And without further ado, let's get into the video. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Moonlight peered through my window as I jolted awake. My clamorous breath
why this man
disturbed
haircut
the
like
silence
that?
of my dark room. I had just come out of a frightful dream that had me thinking it was all too real. With sweat on my brow,
This nigga
I
got a
sat
white
up
beater
and
on.
grabbed my water from the nightstand and took a sip from the now warmed glass. My hands shook as I recounted my nightmare of the horn-headed man. In my dream, I was walking through my neighborhood, the street lights flickering as I made my way down the uninhabited sidewalk.
So fresh and so clean.
Nothing
You did.
threatening, just a walk through the midnight hours. A block down, I could see a figure in the distance, walking slowly towards me. His steps seemed mismatched and labored. He passed a few houses looking straight ahead, neither looking left nor right. His head was fixed on the sidewalk in front of him. As I was getting closer to my home, I could see him slowly starting to embark on my territory. I quickly rushed to my front door and hurried inside. Through my window, I could see him walk past my property. I was thinking to myself, "Oh God, please have him keep going, please." He was just about to walk all the way past my front yard when he stopped. His body almost shifted abnormally as he turned to face my home. He just stood there.
Oh yeah, that's wild right there, little bro. That's wild.
Just standing there. The man bore the horned head of a skeletal goat. His body was pale and looked fragile, and his fingers were thin and bony. I thought to myself, what does he want? Slowly, he started lifting a quivering arm and pointed right at me.
That's that hurt. That's that hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Into the darkness of my house, when all of a sudden he let out an inhuman screech. That's when I woke up. Too frightened to go back to bed, I turned on the television and saw that the local news for early risers was on.
This nigga got a tattoo that say moth?
My body suddenly
Nigga,
turned
what?
cold as I listened to the current news report. The news anchor on the television said, "Breaking news. A woman who lived on Columbia Avenue has been murdered. Local officials say that they received an anonymous phone call from the victim's home. We arrived at the house at around 12:20. We saw the victim inside and a card which rested next to her." The sheriff held up the card. On the back of it, I could see the image of the horn-headed man. The officer started to read. "One down. Slowly I go." He then lifted his head back up. His blood started trickling from his eyes and mouth. I sat there shaking.
Yeah, that's some other stuff, boy.
Columbia's just 3 blocks away from me. I jumped out of my bed and ran to my window. Something within me made me want to look outside. That's when I saw him. He just stood there, looking, not moving, just looking. The horn-headed man, his body pale and fragile, and his fingers thin
Yeah, that's crazy.
and bony.
It's tragic, very tragic. Alright, y'all, look, man.
Before you leave, here's a
We
quick
ain't gonna get
announcement.
into all that, but look, I can see me, man. That's
Hosting
so
their
fresh and
first
clean, I
animation
feel
competition
good.
until
Keep a
June
link on my
16th.
neck,
With
bitch.
some
That was
great
no way.
prizes,
Okay,
and
we
Llama
stop.
Arts
But
is
look,
one of the judges.
thank y'all for watching my
The
video.
theme
I
of
need
the
y'all to like, comment,
competition is
subscribe.
change.
share this video, and let's hope like the hard-headed man ain't real, you dig? Cause we black, we ain't doing none of that looking, bro. We shooting straight shots, you know what I'm saying? And without further ado, I'm out here, FG Mountain. Let's get
Rich featherweight, stupid. Hey, I did the most for the bands. Niggas can't tell me shit. New ice in the dance, swimming like Phelps and shit. She wanna fuck with my mans. I might go sell your bitch.